I'm Eric Jones, Chief of Police for the Stockton Police Department. I want to begin by stating we are here at the Stockton Police Department, and we here at SPD have never forgotten the pain of the Misty Holt-Singh family, and we never will. Our thoughts and prayers are with Misty's family. We will never forget the family. We also are mindful that there are families grieving in New York and Florida this holiday season for the police officers who gave their lives protecting their communities, and also our recent loss of law enforcement deputies in Placer and Sacramento counties. These are sad reminders of the dangers our officers face each and every day. In Stockton, our community saw a tragic reminder of the risks we all face on July 16th. At no point in our city's history has the danger faced by police officers and the community been made more clear. I think it is appropriate today, as we announce the beginning of a process that will bring justice to two of those who brought tragedy to our community, that we remember the courage our officers showed that terrible day, taking sustained gunfire from the suspects, and they kept on going. They acted to stop a situation that put our entire community at risk. We will always grieve the loss of innocent life on that day, but also we saw brave and courageous men and women that day. Today, we announce holding Pablo Ruvalcaba to answer for charges for being the driver on the date of the incident and aiding and abetting the three armed assailants of the July 16th incident, and holding Jaime Ramos to answer for charges for being an assailant in the July 16th incident. The justice process begins for these two. This was a concerted, lengthy effort by Stockton Police Department detectives, San Joaquin County District Attorney staff, and the Federal Bureau of Investigations. I want to thank the tireless efforts of our Stockton Police Department detectives, our great relationship with the FBI agents, and their hard work on this case. I also want to thank the Merced Gang Violence Suppression Unit and Multi-Agency Gang Task Force that worked with us on the Ruvalcaba case. I also wish to specifically thank the FBI Task Force who arrested Pablo Ruvalcaba in Merced this past Friday and brought him back to San Joaquin County where he was booked. This is an example of collaborative work and tireless dedication. This incident has never left our minds, and it is forever imprinted upon the hearts of us Stocktonians and in our community. This incident so rocked our community, we will never forget.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, a grand jury is a court proceeding where 19 grand jurors determined probable cause for the charges that we've charged Mr. Ramos and Mr. Ruvalcaba with. They hear evidence. They heard evidence over 2.5 weeks, over 138 exhibits, and at the end of that proceedings, they rendered their verdict of probable cause for the indictment that we've charged Mr. Ramos and Mr. Ruvalcaba with. A copy of that indictment will be on the district attorney's website probably right now as we speak. A summary of that indictment is we've charged both Jaime Ramos and Pablo Ruvalcaba with 3 counts of murder in the first degree, a count of a robbery of the Bank of West, several charges of kidnapping for purposes of robbery, attempted murder, and carjacking as to the female victims in this case, and 35 counts of attempted murder of police officers, reflecting every officer that was shot at that day. From now, we will set this case will go forward. We'll set future dates, which will include pretrial motions. We'll litigate those motions, and eventually we'll set a jury trial date. So we're hoping to get this trial done as soon as is practically fair. We got to be obviously reasonable and just to both Mr. Ramos and Mr. Ruvalcaba. We'll make sure that their attorneys get all the discovery, all the issues, and then we'll look forward to a trial date. Thank you.
So again, I mentioned that the incident back on July 16th was something that our city, our community had never seen before. The violence just untenable, and the amount of violence that was even inflicted upon our police officers, over a dozen police vehicles shot, was amazing. None of them were struck. And of course, the very tragic loss of an innocent life that day. So today marks an important day for Stockton Police Department, San Joaquin County, as well as FBI, that these two individuals are being brought forward.